Hey guys, in this video we will discuss about color sensing in camera systems. That is, we will know the working of camera as to how it captures an image. There is no prerequisite knowledge apart from high school physics that is required to understand the contents of this video.
To understand that, we first need to know about images. So what is an image? An image is a visual representation of something. An image is a picture that has been created or copied and stored in electronic form. This is primarily done by breaking the picture into small elements called pixels.
Functioning of a camera is more or less similar to the functioning of a human eye. Light first enters through the cornea, shown in 1, then it strikes the retina, shown in 2, which consists of cones and rods which help in viewing light. These cells then generate a signal, shown in 3, which is then passed to the optic nerve endings. The nerve takes the particular signals to the brain for being processed. It is seen that the human eye is most sensitive to the color green. This fact is often employed in making cameras, as we will see later.
Rod cells convert photons into electrical impulses and they are stimulated by intensity of light. Cones are less sensitive to illumination levels. There are 3 types of cone cells, one each for absorbing red, green and blue lights.
Now, we will try to understand how a digital camera is able to convert light energy to beautiful images that we daily see on social media.
Like a film camera, a digital camera also has certain parameters. These parameters decide the clarity of the image. First of all, the amount of light that enters through the lens and hits the sensor has to be controlled. For this, the parameters are aperture, shutter speed, focal length and lens itself, which are labeled on the image on the right. Let's discuss them one by one.
So, the aperture refers to the diameter of the opening in the camera. This can be set in automatic as well as manual mode. Professionals prefer manual mode as they can bring out their own touch to the image.
Shutter speed refers to the rate and amount of light that passes through the aperture. Both the aperture and the shutter speed play an important role in making a good image. As we can see, changing the shutter speed affects the objects which are moving, whereas the stationary objects remain unaffected.
Focal length is the distance between the lens and the sensor. It also depends on the size of the sensor. If the size of the sensor is small, the focal length will also be reduced by a proportional amount. Changing the focal length brings objects into focus, which can be visualized here.
There are mainly 4 types of lenses used for a digital camera. They differ according to the cost of the camera and also focal length adjustment. They are fixed focus, that is fixed zoom lens, optical zoom lenses with automatic focus, digital zoom lenses and replaceable lens systems.
Let's see a typical block diagram for any digital camera. This is quite similar to conventional silver halide ones, but it does have some extra elements like an infrared sensor is attached before the image sensor to attenuate corresponding EM waves. First of all, light enters through the lens, passing through aperture into the camera. All the focusing and shutter speed control is present here. The system control circuits control the sequence of the camera operations, automatic exposure control, autofocus, etc. In most point and shoot digital still cameras, the image sensor also works as AE sensor and AF sensor. Before taking a picture, the control circuit quickly reads sequential image signals from the image sensor while adjusting the exposure parameters and focus. Then, the corresponding light falls onto the image sensor, which can be of the type CCD or CMOS. The output signals of the image sensor are analog. Processing like color separation and tone adjustment takes place here. These signals are then converted to digital by a ADC unit. These then enter a DSP unit where various processing is applied, for example, color conversion and image compression or decompression. Now, the final image can be tunneled through a data path to access it through multiple outputs such as USB, SD card or a display.
A color filter array is a mosaic of tiny color filters placed over the pixel sensors of an image sensor to capture color information. Now let's discuss the working of a color filter array. The color filters filter the light by a wavelength range such that the separate filtered intensities include the information about the color of the light. Then the raw image data captured by the image sensor is converted to a full color image with intensities of all three primary colors represented at each pixel by a demosaicing algorithm which is tailored for each type of color filter. There are different types of color filters, for example Beer, RGBE, CYYM and CYGM filter. Note that all the pattern can be shown by a 2x2 matrix.
Now we will discuss the color correction process for the Bayer filter. Bayer array consists of 50% green pixels and 25% each of blue and red pixels. The raw image output of just using a single color filter doesn't look good, so the whole image is interpolated for the missing colors. Here is the complete interpolation process. All the missing pixels of the green array are calculated by taking the average of the neighborhood blocks, giving out a corrected green array for the whole scene. The same thing is done for the red and the blue array too, where the match is a bit different since the missing data points are larger. The green array is used as the reference for the other two arrays. Now the final three arrays are superposed to give the final image.
This whole process looks as the following in real life. The output after each step is shown on the right. The first one is the original image. The second image is the output of the Bayer filter. When color coded, the output image looks as image number 3. After applying demosaicing, the final output is image number 4. So yeah, this is basically how a digital camera works. Though to achieve the final image, as on our phones, a lot of processing is done. For the curious ones, here is a list of some techniques.
Thank you for watching guys. We hope you found this video helpful.